Hey guys, welcome to another commentary done by Diggity. 3 o'clock location. We have Razz starting as the blue Protoss, bottom left hand corner. We got Zen starting as the yellow Protoss. This is going to be on Dominator, which is kind of like Gladiator, except it's 4-player versus 3-player and a few other things. The minerals in the middle are different. You don't have like, it's different in the middle and some other stuff. There's things that happen on these maps. Anyway, it's a fun map. I like it. I like the pizza slices. Usually I would feel it's one of those things when Razz is in a game, he's a fun guy, and it's really hard to not root for him, honestly. He's kind of like in that machine space. Although Razz versus Machine, Razz is dead to me. Just gotta root for Machine. He is in the grave, 6 feet down. He's the dust beneath Machine's... No, I tease. But Zen, being the tournament organizer, speaking... he's gonna go for the cheese mid-map. I was actually going to mention, I was gonna hype up Zen quite a bit and mention that in previous tournaments, he actually was under the tutelage of Jaeyoon for a bit, and he actually put up, I believe he took a game off Jaeyoon, and if he didn't, he came very close and put up a pretty good series PvP. Here, I don't blame him for this, because Razz is probably the best Protoss here. And so it makes good sense to try to win the game however you think you can. And this is a pretty good map to hide things, theoretically. We'll have to see if Razz goes for the mid-map scout. Is not going for... There's just so many places to hide things on this map, too. I guess this is the most obvious location. Secondary problem for Zen is he does need to find his opponent. The other thing he could do to be kind of sneaky is just drop a pylon in his main and make it look like and move like a probe out as though he was going for an additional scout. He actually moved the probe back. Wow, that was something. Moved the probe back to center position, or I should say the lane position, to make it look like it's a standard scouting pattern as well, and is now making the standard scout. It's going to check top left. I actually like this mid-map. Does Razz not falling for it though? He's like, hey, I saw that probe coming from kind of an odd, that was an odd timing. That's how good Razz is. Razz was like, that's not a standard probe scouting path. Let me check the middle. And he's also, by the way, opened up 2 gate. I should mention that. He's dropped a shield battery in the midst of this. The fact that Razz went 2 gate on top of everything else, but also that I don't even know that he needs the shield battery, honestly, in the midst of this probe attacking the pylon. Is then going to bring his probe back? Bring his probe back. Going for attack upon attack middle. Oh! Shield, almost missed the shield regeneration. Razz should hold this. Probe on probe violence. This actually could be very important, because if Zen gets that kill, yeah, now he doesn't have to worry about the gateways mid-map as much, but... And can continue... The problem for Zen, though, is Zen is very all-in with this now, because he cannot lose map control. If at any point Razz is winning in the overall Zealot battle, he can eventually start flooding mid and wipe those gateways out, which puts Zen very, very far behind. Razz focusing on that Zealot right there, able to trade back around, getting another 3-on-1 situation. Very good micro on his end. Is it one Zealot? No, for a second there I thought that Zealot was going to slide in. 3 versus 2, one of them heavily damaged, 1 versus 1. And that should be a cleanup. They just got their shields back as well. So really nice micro here from Razz in the midst of a lot of that fight. And this is where this, again, starts getting dicey. Also, we've got an assimilator dropped. If there's any movement towards Dragoons, it's also problems. Zen dropping his own assimilator. 4 Zealots versus 3 mid-map here. Zen able to fend it back at the very least. We got 5 Zealots now waiting. Surprisingly, Zen has done a pretty good job macroing behind this, and so is not in the worst position here. Another big macro fight in middle, and keep in mind some of Razz's Zealots were weakened. He's getting also some good 2-on-1 isolation, so with the turnaround, Razz actually ending up behind in the Zealot count, but it looks like he's just going to march those Zealots forward, leave his defensive Zealots in the shield battery behind to go ahead and man the front. These 3 Zealots could wreak absolute havoc in Zen's main, and Zen a little bit indecisive as to where he wanted to send his Zealots on the split off. So that's 1 versus 3. That's going to turn around briefly, at least bought some time. This Zealot trying to make its way down. That's going to take a big chunk. The Dragoons are going to start flooding in momentarily, by the way. There's the cybernetics core. And Razz now getting into Zen's main. Probe's trying to provide some help, doing a pretty good job, actually, of it. So one Zealot's been wiped out, but this was more lost mining time. Razz somehow behind in workers, by the way. But I think with some of the interrupt here, doing a pretty good job. So Zen, like I said, doing pretty good macro, being a threat in this. 4 Zealots have snuck around to the north. They're gonna go ahead and snipe that pylon. This Zealot running through. These 4 Zealots gonna try to march back. I don't think they're gonna be in time. This Zealot still in the main. We'll try to keep track of everything here. Backing off here. We got that 5th Zealot trailing. Random Zealot fight here. This Zealot, however, having a field day in the probe line. That's allowing Razz to catch up economically. It looks like Zen is gonna get the better part of this mid... Well, never mind. Razz turning it around last second, but this is at close reinforcement point. However, do we have Dragoons yet? We have 1 Dragoon. That could definitely swing the tide. This is what I was talking about, though, for Zen, where it becomes problematic whenever Razz can get on the map. Zealot trying to step back. It gets wiped out. As soon as that pylon's gone, that should be GG. This Zealot trying to do what it can. Pylon's gone. 2 Zealots sneak out. These 2 units, I thought they were going to join in the middle, but it looks like Razz already knew he was going to get that pylon, so instead, marching straight to Zen's natural expansion. Zen trying to do what he can. He's got to get a probe out now. Past this Dragoon and this Zealot. Nice little bit of micro there from Razz, walking around the far Zealot, letting the Dragoon hit the far target. And Razz also staging up to grab his natural expansion. These 2 Zealots marching their way to potentially halt that. AI pylon in the front, another gateway being built for Zen in the main. 4 Zealots are here to absorb the 2 Zealots opposite. Probe's trying to do what they can, but yeah, that's GG. Good attempt for Zen. There were moments, honestly, where saw glimmers of hope, but Razz still able to shut that... What do I want to call that? The Pandora's box of victory? You're just slamming that thing shut. Murdering hope in its clutches, just got decapitated. I don't know why I'm making these visuals at the end of this commentary, but anyway, hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for listening.